Go ahead.
So we're here with Michael. He's going to be talking about the Allen & Ginter egg. If you haven't seen the market recently, this egg has gone from like $1 card now past $30 within the past few weeks. So Michael, will talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, it's wild. This guy, Bobby Mars, he's a pretty cool collector out of Massachusetts. He brought it to our attention. We've been on Clubhouse. A lot of the collectors have been talking on Clubhouse, interacting. That's how a lot of us got to the event, actually. We all met through Clubhouse, and now we're just hanging out. It's like we're best of friends. But the egg is growing. There's a lot of significance to it in terms of what we're trying to do. We want to spread awareness to the necessity to continue to involve the youth in the sports card market. So we're kind of using this as a lightning rod to it. Topps is talking about it now. Golden Auctions is talking about it. A lot of the big guys in the industry are talking about it. But really, yeah, we just want to keep kids involved and keep the industry growing, keep it fresh. And
no, that's what you need to do. Because if the kids aren't involved, the next generation is going to just on the cards.
Exactly. So whether it be stickers or oddball kind of stuff, there's a lot of opportunities to connect with the new generation for sure.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, guys.
Yogi Berra, Joe Cronin, Ted Williams. Yeah.
His first Topps card, by the way.
Best hitter of all time. Anybody say Ted Williams? If he didn't go in the Army, any man that can go into the service and come back and do what he did and not miss a beat, that's my hero right there.
Even though I'm a Yankees fan, I gotta give him credit.
I see your shirt.
There you go.
How's the Dallas show compared to like the LA shows and everything like that?
Oh, it's way more buffers, way more sellers here. Yeah, everything's super liquid. The LA shows are good, but like again, it's not as big as like something like this. So,
Nice.
This is like a fucking event. You know what I mean?
It is 600 plus today.
600 plus tables. There's another room over there.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, man. And we're just starting, and it's already insanely busy. So.
Any insane pickups this weekend? I know you got some Kevin Durant refractors recently.
I picked up this yesterday. KD refractor PSA 10. Me and Nate picked up this orange on Friday. This is numbered to 199. And then I picked up this trout yesterday as well. So those are kind of the bigger pickups.
Was that your first big baseball purchase? I know you were getting into it one of your last videos.
I picked up that Red Wave Tatis. That was probably my biggest one, but now this is my biggest one now.
Nice.
Derek from Dallas Card Investors. We're doing on-site card review here from the big Dallas Sports Card Show, and then we're doing PSA submissions and Beckett submissions. We'll take in your cards right now. We fly out every week. Let's go for it. What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan?
Yeah.
What's IG?
Breakout Sports. You talked to Steven last time.
Yeah, Steven. I remember him. He's cool.
You ended up partying with Milk last night?
No, I wish. I was trying to get them to go to where we were. I don't know where they were, but that's huge. People don't understand. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. If you get anything having to do with them, even if you're at like a 5-second spot, millions of people are going to see you. That's huge for business. But I don't know. People say they're fucking
they were always partying at all the parties over there, all the frats and everything. That's crazy.
I thought it was funny because we got off the airport, we got in an Uber. 5 of my buddies sent me like one of their stories. They're like, yo, they're in fucking Dallas at the airport.
They showed up to the show?
Bro, I wish. That's what I was trying to get them to do. They're a level below us. I had no clue. I was pissed.
It's crazy.
That would have been huge.
It's okay, man.
How's the shop coming along? I know you're making a lot of content on trade nights and everything like that.
So we've been open, what's today, the 13th? Almost 6 months. Probably gonna have a trade night in like 2 weeks again, and then I already want a bigger spot, so that's the goal for towards the end of the year, get a bigger spot.
You've been buying a lot of inventory and reselling it, or what is that?
Everything. So like my goal here was, we got here Thursday because it's dealer trade night and setup. So first thing I want to do when I get here is look at the wax, because you can get people that are underpriced. The other people haven't been in here yet, and the wax is the number one thing to sell, because it's a box. It's not like a card. It's not going to fluctuate too much, like a Mahomes card or something like that. But that's what I'm looking for. The last 2 days. Today, it's all about the people that come up to me, because you guys walking around don't have access to the people that are going to come up to you with some crazy shit like you never fucking know. So that's the best part about setting up.
stand there and people were taking photos of me with a jersey on. Carter was behind me. He leaned over my shoulder and goes, "Randy, may I please put that on?" And I turned, I knew it was him, and it's like, he sounded like a child. I looked at him, and I turned to the people from Panini or Donruss. They said, "Yeah, go ahead." So I took it off and go, "Here you go, Gary." Oh, you talk about lighting up when he put on the Babe Ruth jersey.
So this is the card you guys can see right here. Gary Carter 5-piece from 2005 Absolute. So on this card you have the pants, which is a prime patch, you have the jersey prime, chest protector, shoe, and a fielding glove. Something you don't see every day. It is numbered 2 of 5. Really awesome card. Could have got more for it, but this is an awesome story about Gary Carter. Knew him personally. I'd rather just have it someone who actually wants the card than someone reselling it. Hey guys, so here's my pickups from the Dallas show. So I ended up going to the Dallas show at 3 a.m. on Friday and then got back at 1:30 on Saturday. 1:30 at night, by the way. So plus the time change, I'm super exhausted. Spent Sunday morning editing it out the video. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to leave a like. I didn't get a lot of singles this show, and the reason why is I ended up talking to a lot of the vendors out there to let them know about the Las Vegas show that I'm going to be throwing in August. So that show is going to be over 400 tables. It's going to be at the World Market Center, and it's going to be the first weekend of August, right after Nationals. So I have more information down below. Check in the description. But if you want to show up as a vendor, or if you want to just show up as a spectator and buy some cards, I'm all down for that. So just check down below a little bit more details. Launching a brand new website for the card show itself really soon, and then also brand new branding and everything along the lines with that. So let's go over the pickups that I picked up from the show. Again, this whole stack. So first I have some cheaper cards. First is a Barry Bonds Leaf rookie. Technically this is a second year, but some people consider the 87s as rookies. And I thought this was pretty nice for how it is. I know it has a lot lower pop than some of his other rookie cards. But this was very, very sharp, and I couldn't pass it up. It was a $5 card with that. The next ones I picked up for $1 each. These are Zach Gallen's. Zach Gallen got called up a little bit older, but I still think he's a good pitcher, so I decided to pick up his stuff if I find it cheap. So we have a Sepia Refractor, an X-Fractor, and then a Prism. So for $1 each, you can't pass up on things like that, and that's why I really like going through the dollar boxes. Next, I did pick up a few of his autos. You'll see it through the stack, but Joshua Mears, this guy, if you didn't watch spring training so far, he's been hitting bombs. He hit one at 117 miles per hour, which is amazing. It's kind of like Stanton or Judge Power, and I love watching power hitters hit home runs. So I picked up a few of his things kind of cheap. This one is numbered 23 of 25. You never know with that type of power what you can accomplish. Or you become like a Joey Gallo, strike out a lot. But Gallo's still a great home run hitter. It's fun watching his stuff. Next, we got a Jack Flaherty from 2021 Archive Signature Series. So this is a replica, or not replica, but this is a 2016 card that Flaherty ended up signing. This one is numbered 24 of 54. You can see that up there. Really cool card though. And this is going to my Flaherty PC. Back to Joshua Mears. So I picked up his Bowman Chrome autograph right here. Really, really clean card. This isn't numbered. And then I also picked up 2 of his, let me pull these out of the stack real quick, just so I can go in order. 2 of his refractor autos. So really cool there. This one is numbered 086, and the other one is 328, and these are both numbered to 499. Couldn't find any other of his autographs at the show, but still was able to pick up a few of them. Next 2 cards, I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with them yet. They're just cheap slabs that I picked up. So it was a Bryce Harper second year PSA 10, and then a Keston PSA 10 Bowman Chrome. And probably end up doing a giveaway for the Discord group that I have. If you're not in the Discord group, check down below in the description, have it there. Or might do a giveaway on Twitter. Haven't really decided yet with these, but I'll be giving it away to the fans of the channel. cool cards as PSA 10s. It costs more to grade than I paid for these, and they're still good players. Bryce Harper is great, and Keston shows a lot of potential. So cool, 2 cheap slabs with that. Now, here's the awesome stuff from the show. These are all vintage cards, kind of my type of PC. So some of these stuff I've been looking for a while. Some of it just fell on deals, and yeah. So pretty much what 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cards were the main pickups for Dallas. These 6 cards made the show worth it alone. The first card I picked up for my dad for his birthday. This card is kind of interesting because I'm actually related to the player on it, and it's in the 33 Galaxy set. So I don't know exactly how I'm related to him, but my parents told me when I was growing up I was related to a baseball player named Joe Cronin, and he was a Hall of Famer. So take a look at this right here. Is a 33 Galaxy Joe Cronin. Now this is a Beckett 5.5, which is a really high grade on a 33. Usually I'm trying to go for at 3s and 4s because of eye appeal. And those are hard to find. Finding a 5.5 is really hard. You can see close up. It's a very sharp card. Just has a few stains on the back. Really sharp. So I ended up picking up that for my dad for his birthday. Haven't told him about this card yet, but I'll be giving him that to him in April. Next card, I ended up trading my Frank Gifford. So I picked up a Frank Gifford last year in Jacksonville, and I ended up trading it 1-for-1. Or actually, yeah, traded the Gifford in $20, I think. Something like that for this Roy Campanella. And it's a 1956 as a PSE 5. It's a really sharp card. It is off-centered. You can see right here. But I really like this design. You just have him sliding at home plate. Campanella out over here. Just the eye appeal on this one's amazing. I just wish it was more centered. It'd be a really cool card. And no, I didn't pay $35 on it. I think that's probably what the guy ended up buying it for. But really cool card. Roy Campanella, really underrated in my opinion. Crucial for the Dodgers, and one of the first black players in the MLB. Awesome card. Great catcher, by the way. So next card, let me put these in order. So, well, kind of already showed. Yeah, we'll move these over here. It's so hard with some of this stuff because they're all big pickups. The first one is a 1952 Yogi Berra. Now this card is sweet. It's graded by SGC, but you can see the corners and everything look really good. Centered really well. 52s do have centering issues with that. Now Yogi Berra has the most rings of any baseball player and is a New York Yankees legend and one of the top catchers of all time. Personally, I think his cards are way undervalued. So when I can pick up a Yogi cheap, I always do that. And I've wanted the 52 for a while. Worked out a deal for this card. And yeah, now I own the 52 Yogi. Next card here is the 1954 Ted Williams. And if you don't know, Ted Williams' first cards in Topps were in the 1954 set. He had cards number 1 and number 250, the first and the last cards in the set. So I'll show you the card. I'll go over a little bit more with that. Now, number 1 has all his stats. Number 250 kind of has this cartoon on the back. But the reasons why this card is valuable and, in my opinion, one of the most underrated cards in the hobby right now, it's Ted's first cards with Topps, and they're the first and last cards in the set. So back in the days in 50s, 60s, when kids got cards, and even today, right, people put them in order. Let's say, for example, number 1 through 250. Cards number 1 and 250 are the very front and back of a box. Also, they're the front and back of rubber bands. So a lot of these cards have bad surface issues, and they get rubbed up against the boxes. Their corners get dinged up, and a lot of issues. So like with this card, it would have a really bad back because it's against the back of the set. Card number 1 would have issues on the very front because it's number 1. So finding these cards in good shape is pretty difficult to do. And because it's Ted Williams' first card with Topps, it's always going to carry a premium. Ted Williams is probably the best pure hitter ever in baseball. Missed pretty much 5 seasons because of war. And just absolute amazing American, what he's done for the country. And definitely the most famous Red Sox player of all time, if you don't count Ruth. But really, really great eye appeal on this. I ended up trading a Tatis and 350 cash for this. So I'm glad I finally have this card. I've been chasing it for a while, but finally got the 54 Ted Williams. Now I'm going to be going after number 1. Next card is actually the oldest card in my collection now, and I saw this actually at the last Dallas card show, and I just didn't have the funds to buy it because I bought a ton already out there. I ended up selling a lot of my cards, the dealers, and gave them pretty good deals overall, and I was able to fund this purchase. So sometimes if you guys have cards that you just don't really want, or they're not on your PC, give a dealer a break. They give you deals, and they need to make money at the end of the day. And if they can help fund a purchase, work with them. So this one is a John Clarkson from 1887 as an old Judge. So I'll do a slow reveal on this one. Bang. Now, John Clarkson was a 300 game winner and has a really, really high WAR for a pitcher. Old timer, obviously, is 1887, is a member of the Baseball Hall of Fame. So it's a really, really cool card. This is extremely rare. There's not a ton of old Judge cards out there. They have a bunch of different variations. The set, there's so many cards in it. It's going to be a series of videos once I get to it and start researching it. But John Clarkson is my first old Judge card, and I want to start collecting some of the different Hall of Famers in that set. So it's going to be pretty hard, especially since these are so scarce. You just don't see 1887 cards at shows. It's hard now sometimes finding 50s or 60s cards of players because they're all picked up. Now you're talking about something that was in the 1800s or late 1800s. There's so much history in this card. And the reason why this got authentic, by the way, is if you look at the back, there is paper loss because it was actually glued to some sort of scrapbook. So a long, long time ago, someone glued this to a scrapbook, and then a dealer ripped this off and got it graded. So it's the old SGC label. But yeah, John Clarkson, a 300 game winner, Baseball Hall of Fame, card from 1887. And look at the card itself. I know it has some issues with it, but it's still really, really nice shape and has great eye appeal with that. So the last card I picked up, I traded a lot for it. I probably traded too much for the value of the card, but it's something that I've really, really wanted for a long time. And sometimes you have to make the trade. Sometimes you have to. And I ended up doing that. So I traded up 4 cards for this Christy Matthewson and 450 cash. And I also got the Yogi Berra from 52. So what I ended up giving up is the Ernie Banks rookie, which is a grade 3. I gave up a 55 Whitey Ford, which is a PSA 7, a really high grade there. I gave up a 54 Berra PSA 6, a card I really, really didn't want to give up, but it had to be part of the deal. And then a 62 Aaron as a BVG 5, and 450 cash for this card and the Yogi Berra 5. Now, I replaced the Berra pretty much with the 52. I'm fine with that. But yeah, I gave up a lot. But I really, really wanted this card, and there's not a lot of them on the market. And this is one of the greatest pitchers of all time. One of the big 3 pitchers from the tobacco card era. You have Christy Matthewson, Walter Johnson, and Cy Young. So I was able to get a Christy Matthewson T205. I'll do a slow reveal right now of this card. Bang! Right there, Christy Matthewson. I'd say he's one of the most famous Giants of all time, but you still have Willie Mays, and you still also have just Barry Bonds, and that's hard, especially from the 1900s. But Christy Matthewson is definitely one of your top 5 pitchers of all time. His stats, if you just look back at it, you just go, wow, what he's been able to accomplish. Walter Johnson, Cy Young, and Christy Matthewson, the big three. If you look at their stats, it's just so impressive. And as a pitcher, I gravitate towards the pitching cards before other players. So I'd rather have a Christy Matthewson than a Napoli or Tris Speaker. But just really, really cool card. A piece of history right here. And you can see that on the back. Just look at these 37, 11, 25, 6, 27, and 6. But that was my big pickup. Another tobacco. So guys, those are my 4 favorite pickups from the show. The Berra, the Ted Williams, the old Judge John Clarkson, and then the Christy Matthewson. 4 amazing cards I can now put in my personal collection. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. A lot of effort was put into it. I had my friend Dakota come out from Las Vegas to help videotape everything. Did a lot of editing as well and a lot of traveling. So if you guys have a few seconds, please like, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe as well. Discord link down below. Join that. Join the community of collectors and investors. And then if you're free in August, check out the Las Vegas show. Would love to have you out either as a vendor or someone just walking around the show and buying some new cards for your personal collection. A lot more content will be coming around with the Las Vegas show, so be in tune with that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Let me know if you picked up anything. Put down in the description, and I'll see you in another video.